Hey guys, I'm on vacation. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but today we're going to be talking about three players who have been really great this past couple weeks, and three players who have not been doing so well. And we're going to start with the players who have not been doing so well. And the first player is Derrick Henry. I think he was doing like around 10 points in the first 2 weeks, but then in week 3 he had like 2 points, which is really not good. Like that's horrible, especially for a guy like Derrick Henry. I mean, that was my top running back. Him and Christian McCaffrey were my running backs, and he did not do well, and he was like, I just feel like he could be a lot better. I know he could be a lot better. Our next player is going to be Mark Andrews, and he's a tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, so he is the second tight end, like the second projected tight end in the league, and he's like just getting around like 10 to 15 points, which is still good, but he was projected to have 20-ish or 25, and he's only had 10 to 15, which is not very good. And he can do better, I know. And then for our last player is going to be Dallas Goedert. I think he's the tight end for the Eagles. Man, he had 0 points first week, and then he had like 5 or 7, and then he had like 5, 7, 10 again. So I mean, he's not supposed to be doing good, but like he can do a little better than that. I know, at least like 10, like 15. I know he can do better. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the three players who are like surprising and they're doing very good. And the first player is, I'm sure you guys have heard about the Dolphins game, 70 to, I don't even know, it was 70 to something, but Devin Achane, I think he had like 50 points. That's a lot of points. I mean, think about that. That's like, so touchdown is 6 points, so it's like, if he had like 4 touchdowns, which would be 4 touchdowns would be 24 or 28. Hold on. It would be 24. And then, so if he had 5 touchdowns, that would be 30 points. So that could be like 6 or 7 touchdowns if it were like actual, but he was doing really good. And then another player on the same team, Keenan Allen. Well, he's not on the same team, so he's on the Chargers. Keenan Allen. He had 44, and he was like, I didn't watch many of the games, but like he was doing really good. He was like really good. I mean, all these three players, I'm sure you've never heard before until today. I mean, these three players are like, I haven't even heard of them. They performed really well, but Keenan Allen, he did really well. He I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch the games, a lot of games, like I said, so I don't really know what he did, but I do know he had 44 points. Okay, and our last player is also on the Dolphins, Raheem Mostert, and he had 44 as well. And just like all three of these players were wide receivers, and 2 of the busts were tight ends, and then running back. So no players on defense have even made it to good or disappointing. So they're like in the middle. But about Raheem, so 44. So the Dolphins, just those two players combined, so 50 plus 44 is 94. So just those two players combined is 94, and then Tyreek, I think like 30. So that's a lot of points between those players, and all three of those players were not like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson type of wide receivers, but they still scored a lot of points. They did well, and they did phenomenal, and we'll hope to see that more from those players. I had Keenan Allen on my team. I picked him up, and hopefully he does good. If you have any of these on your player, if you have any of the 3 good players on your team, I don't know, because I've never heard any of their names before. So until it keeps going, you probably trade those. But the 3 disappointing players, there's 3 good players, so I would keep them. And I have one thing to say about Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp has not played a single game yet, and Puka Nacua is his sub, and I have him. He actually was doing really well. I think he had like 30 was his top score, and I'm not mad at Cooper Kupp. He was never one of my favorites, and he's not even on my team, so I don't really care. But if you have him on your team, I would consider trading him, because he's not going to do you any good. Alright, that's it for today, and bye. See you tomorrow.